What's going on, my peeps? Your boy Versatile is back with another video, back with another comparison, and we're talking the OnePlus 7 Pro versus the Google Pixel 3a XL. So you're looking at OnePlus versus Google, and not the Pixel 3, not the Pixel 3 XL. We're talking about the A series that they dropped this year, and Google did a great job of providing great value for the price that they charge for this phone. And I've been a big proponent of eliminating for the value or for the money, for the price, because not only does OnePlus give you a ton to deal with, a ton to enjoy at their price point, but Google does at their price point as well. And now it just comes down to preference. Now, looking at both phones, again, we're going to start by size. You see that the OnePlus 7 Pro is just a hair taller than the Google Pixel 3a XL, but the OnePlus 7 Pro comes in at 6.7 inches in terms of display. The Google Pixel 3a XL comes in at 6 inches, but altogether is about 6.4 inches, 6.3 and a half, 6.35, I guess you could say, inches in total. So you still get a ton of phone here in the OnePlus 7 Pro, but you still get a very nice size phone, slim bezels in the Pixel 3a XL. Now, how much do they cost? As we talking about price, how much do they cost? Well, we see this one costs $700. It starts off at $669, then you got $699, you got $749. Here you got the Big Brother XL at $479, and you got the smaller 3A at $400. So you're almost thinking like, well, OnePlus clearly is going to give you a ton more than the Pixel 3a XL given the price. Not so much. As we see here, we got an always-on display that can be triggered to be on all the time in the Pixel 3a XL, and you have the tap to wake or the double tap to wake, or you know, if it doesn't get your fingerprint right, then we're going to cut on the display with the OnePlus 7 Pro. So is that a big deal to you guys, the always-on display? Well, you figure less than 500, they made it work. OnePlus is still trying to figure it out. Now, what's next? Well, no wireless charging on either one, so no big deal. Now, on the super big brothers in the 3 and 3XL for the Pixel, yeah, you get wireless charging. But in this case, you don't. No wireless charging on either one. Now, they brought the headphone jack for this one, and their reasonings was in terms of, I guess, value or the price that they were charging for the phone. So that's why they thought to bring back the headphone jack. Don't really like that reasoning, Google, as because it shouldn't really matter based on the price in which people are willing to pay for the phone to let you know whether or not to bring the headphone jack back. It seems like you can bring it back regardless. Now, in terms of battery size, you get 4,000 milliamps, you get 3,700 in here, and I've gotten comparable good battery life on both of these. Good battery life on both. You'll get a day's worth out of either one, and then you top up with the charge. But in this case, both get great battery life. Great battery life. You get an AMOLED on both phones, but this one comes in at QHD quad HD plus with 90 hertz. You're getting a lot of screen, again, because of that size, and you're getting fluid screen where it just yes, give it to me, OnePlus. And then here you get an AMOLED 1080p full HD display, fingerprint sensor on the back for the Pixel 3a XL, in-display fingerprint sensor as you guys saw on the OnePlus 7 Pro. So now you're looking at, okay, for less than 500, I'm still getting a ton for the Pixel 3a XL. Now, the one thing that's going to be a main difference breaker, I guess you could say, for either one is the fact that you get a lot more customization on the OnePlus 7 Pro than you do on the Google Pixel 3a XL, and that's because it is Google. Google's almost kind of like the Apple of the Android side, where it's limited customization. But we know that with the Android Q, it seems like they're going to add a few customization features to this. Now, you do get dark mode on either one, but dark mode is not activated yet on here. Dark mode will be coming through Android Q, but on here there's no dark mode quite yet. Sorry for that sound. I don't even know what that is in the background. Might be the oven, I don't know. Checking for updates. You don't get no updates for me fooling around here. So in terms of hardware, what else do you get? Well, you get polycarbonate made phone, so I guess you can say it's higher premium plastic, and so far no issues. Now, if you do see any light scuffs or whatnot, my wife has been using this phone for the last few weeks or last week or two. She's had it in the case, but it feels a little slippery. You see a lot of those smudges. She does hair, so might be because of her oils that's in her fingers. But you get a quality. You still get good quality out of this. I didn't have no issues when I had it. Here you get glass on the back, glass on the front. You know, you get Gorilla Glass 5 as opposed to 6. So you figure because they call it a Pro and they're charging more money than $700, you would have probably liked to see Gorilla Glass 6. Now, to me, so far, I have not had no issues with it in terms of the protection. Not a big deal. Again, as long as it's not going to scratch on me easily, I'm not gonna necessarily nitpick over which series of glasses on here, as long as it's not less than 5, you know, within its last couple years worth of technological advancements. I'm cool. Here you get Dragon Trail glass, and again, as you guys see on here, haven't had no issues. Kind of showing you the phone. There's no scratches, no issues on here, and it's been holding up so well so far. Now, what else do you get on here? Well, you get constant updates. You get you won't have to worry about Google not, remembering you in terms of the Pixel. The Pixel line is going to get updates. I think 2 to 3 years in terms of major software updates, and then, an additional, year or two after that of security updates with the Pixel line. OnePlus has been doing a great job of keeping up with updates, but if you get it through the carrier, not so much. I have mine through T-Mobile, have not gotten any updates in terms of the camera improvements. But outside of that, if you get the global model, they've been doing a good job of keeping up with updates. But you are definitely secured with Google keeping track of updates for your phone. Now, what are in terms of what the phone sounds like, if I can find YouTube here, probably gonna be logged into her account. And how about that? For today, at 26%. Max out volume. Okay. The speakers sound very good for less than $500 for sure. That's why I say it's just for value. You get a great device for $500. And there you have it. Woo. All right. So of course, no, the navigation system is not 100% here yet because of Android Q's absence, but you still get some level of swipe up gestures there. And then swipe up again, bow, you back up, and you just want to swipe all the way up, bow. Now you can use your fingerprint sensor on here and swipe down to bring your notification shade down, and boom, there you go. Or just simply swipe down, bow. And then of course you get the back button as you guys saw with the Pixel 3a XL. Now with the OnePlus 7 Pro, let's go ahead, hit another video of mine up. We're gonna hit that same video. Oop, back up. Here we go. I don't have it maxed out yet. Let's max it out. Woo. Sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Hey. All right. So you guys got to hear the sound. To me, the Pixel 3a is just slightly more subtle, but it sounds so good. And the OnePlus 7 Pro speakers sound just as good. Matter of fact, let me lower that volume so I don't deafen myself later. Definitely good in terms of volume. Now, the elephant in the room in terms of these devices is the camera. So you get one camera on the front, one on the back for the Pixel 3a XL. And you get you get 3 cameras on the back and 1 camera on the front for the OnePlus 7 Pro in form of a pop-up camera. We know that the Google Pixel series, in terms of their cameras, have been knocking it out the park. In terms of the top 3, they come in around top 1, top 2, followed by Huawei, followed by, you could argue, Samsung and Apple. Thereafter, you got Oppo / OnePlus / any other company. So we know in terms of camera, the Pixel is going to give you great camera quality as opposed to the OnePlus. And for the price, if you're looking for a phone that gives you great camera capabilities, that's going to be the Pixel 3a XL all day. But if you're looking for more than just the camera, you're going to want to go for the OnePlus 7 Pro, because you still get decent camera quality out of OnePlus's setup, and you get that gorgeous display, you get premium quality build, you get customization. You know what I'm saying? For $500, you don't get as much of that, but you get a great camera. And that's one of the things that the mid-range, category as a whole has been missing in terms of smartphones, is good cameras at a lesser price. And the Google Pixel 3a XL comes in there with great cameras, both on the front and the back. Portrait mode is beautiful. Night sight is beautiful on the Pixel 3a XL. Nightscape needs help on here. And the selfie camera is not too bad. But of course, with the recent camera software updates that OnePlus has issued out, 9.5.7, you're going to get great quality, even more so, out of the camera setup on the back, the trilogy of cameras right there, and the pop-up selfie camera on the front. Woo! Let me in. Let me in. There we go. So that is your comparison in terms of the OnePlus 7 Pro and the Google Pixel 3a XL. For the price, you get amazing value out of both. It just comes down to preference. You want to spend an extra $200 and get a great display, get great customization, still get 3 cameras, not as great as the one camera, but you still get good cameras. Or if you're only looking to spend $500, you have a solid device here in the Google Pixel 3a XL that shuts down just about any other $500 device. If the OnePlus 7's younger brother or little brother, OnePlus 7, was here in the United States, I could easily recommend that probably over this, and you're only spending like another $60. I think you're spending somewhere around $530, $540 for the OnePlus 7 as opposed to the $479 for the Pixel 3a XL, and you get a 6.4-inch display on the OnePlus 7. But we're talking about the Pro, and we're talking about the Pixel 3a XL. Which do you choose? Your boy Versatile signing out, and until the next video, wait for it.